Hi everybody, Dr. Suneel Dhand, internal medicine physician. Firstly, right off the bat, I wanted to say a big thank you to everyone for the response to yesterday's video. Received a lot of emails and a lot of kind words, and I do really appreciate all of your support. I wanted to talk today about a recent statement that was made by a very well-known physician in the United States who has made multiple television appearances over the last 18 months or so and has been in many national sources of news. And what she said really surprised me. Now, I'm not going to publicly name her or shame her. I do not believe in doing that. She is, after all, a fellow physician, and I have to afford her due respect as a member of the medical profession, no matter how much I disagree with her. But I wanted to tell you what she said very openly regarding the COVID-19 vaccination strategy in the United States. President Biden's new strategy for fighting COVID-19 does not go far enough to compel vaccinations. What more he should do? Number 1, require vaccinations for interstate travel. If you want the privilege of traveling on a plane or train, you need to do your part and get vaccinated. Number 2, urge businesses to implement no vaccine, no service rules and supporting San Francisco and New York in requiring vaccinations to enter indoor restaurants, bars, gyms, and other venues. Number 3, mandate for all children 12 and older to be vaccinated, as we do for other childhood immunizations, as Los Angeles Unified School District has just decided to. Number 4, issue a national proof of vaccination, as many other countries have done. Number 5, urge states, local governments, and businesses to re-implement indoor mask mandates until vaccination rates are much higher and cases are much lower. The time for cajoling is over. Biden should use the full authority of the federal government to make it difficult for Americans to remain unvaccinated. Wow, that was quite something. And again, I'm not going to publicly name this physician. Whether or not she would afford me the same level of respect if she was strongly disagreeing with something that I was saying remains in question. Neither am I going to call for her to be silenced or censored. That is not what we do. She is entitled to her viewpoint, and we are entitled to disagree with it. Let me start off by saying that I work with hundreds of physicians in both my inpatient and outpatient practice, and I can say that I don't know any doctor that thinks like this. This is a very fringe viewpoint. In defense of the medical profession, not many doctors actually think like this. We all have our own viewpoints, obviously, on the best way to implement a vaccination program and strategy, but not many doctors think like this. Let me assure you of that. And let's think about this. When we look at this list, all of these points here, are they going to help, or are they more likely going to hinder our progress from the public health perspective? If our goal is to get more people vaccinated, as many as possible, especially the many high-risk people out there who remain unvaccinated, is this going to have the desired effect, or will it have the opposite effect? That's what we have to ask ourselves from the public health perspective. And let's think here again about mandates. Now, whenever we're talking anything to do with medicine and healthcare, we have to think about individuals as well. There may be very legitimate medical reasons why people haven't been vaccinated. Maybe they have a history of certain conditions, autoimmune diseases. They may have a history of certain allergies. Perhaps they had a negative reaction to the first shot and didn't get the second shot. Maybe people have had COVID not so long ago and recovered from it. Then there's religious exemptions as well. What about children under the age of 12 who are not being vaccinated? Are we going to think of them as spreading the disease until we can vaccinate them? We have to think about all of these things. And needless to say, I strongly disagree with this physician's viewpoints here. I actually believe somebody like Stalin would be very happy employing this type of doctor who has these type of fringe, rather authoritarian views here. Let's be honest. From a medical standpoint, I don't even believe that this type of thinking is even going to help achieve our health goals. It is utterly divisive, and we have to come up with a better way here if we're talking about COVID-19 vaccination program and strategies. Thanks everyone for listening. Dr. Suneel Dhand, MedStoic Lifestyle Medicine, We'll speak again very soon.